In mid-2025, I heard about active rainwater harvesting, but it took until May 2026 for that seed to germinate. On May 29th and 30th, we had a rain event in Woods Cross. You'll see here that I don't have any fancy rain barrels, but with some buckets and storage containers I had laying around the house, I harvested enough water in a single rain event to supply the water needs of both my on the side of the house quack experiment trying to raise plants in egg carton containers under plastic sheets, and in our brand new native plants that we got as nursery stock. That's 2 months of me not drawing from this reservoir so that somebody else can. Now, admittedly, this water that I'm collecting from the roof of my house is intercepting water that should have made its way into a watershed and made its way to the Great Salt Lake. But that takes us down the rabbit hole of the debate between should humans even be here at all in the first place, and, well, we are here, so what's the best we can do with the resources available to us while we are here? I admit I've spent some amount of time in the dark hole that is the first argument, but it is way above my pay grade. So I'm going to be focusing more on the what's the best we can do while we're here side of things. So back to the active rainwater harvesting. The nighttime footage that was playing before was me getting set up. And feel free to laugh at me. I had heard that rain barrels range between 55 gallons and up to like 2,000 gallons. I didn't know how much water I was going to get. So sometimes you just need to get taught. And what I learned is that when water comes shooting out of a downspout, a 4-quart cooking pot and 5-gallon buckets from wherever would have no problem catching an inch or two of rain if they were just sitting in the middle of a field. But at the scale of a rooftop, channeling all of its water into gutters and then down downspouts, they just don't cut it. I think it's pretty intuitive that for anyone who's been caught in a downpour, that a downpour is going to fill things up really, really quickly. But the flip side of that coin of, well, what about a trickle or a drizzle? I learned that a trickle or drizzle is still enough to fill up 27-gallon storage buckets in an hour, when coupled with the aggregating power of an impermeable surface, like a roof, guiding the water through gutters and downspouts. Having now done this experiment, I say bring on the big barrels and let your roof and gutters do some work for you to fill them up. And then use that water to start new Utah native plants, and for those that are already established, give them just a little bit more water so that they're a little more bloomy, a little more perky for you and for the ecosystem.